Welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft with Jesse. So I have continued on a little bit without you guys, and I'm going to fill you in now. We are one town over from the starter town, and I did this one quest where there was this bad guy that I accidentally helped, and then I had to feed some like smoky pine cones to redeem myself in the eyes of the law, basically, since I helped a criminal. And then he turned into a frog. And that's all that you've missed, other than me updating a little bit of my gear here. So we are actively... Oh, and I learned how to bandage myself, but I don't have any of the materials to bandage myself. So we are actively seeking quests right now so that we can earn some cash, because I am broke as frick after my recent gear upgrade. And this is the closest one, so I figured we'd get started here.
Peace be with you.
The road to Darnassus. The road to Darnassus must be kept safe. Travelers heading from Dolinar to Darnassus have been reporting ruthless attacks by corrupted furbolgs from the Garlpine tribe. And this came in a couple videos ago, so I thought this would be perfect for us. Important news and commerce travels to and from Darnassus by way of this road daily. Okay, I enunciated that a little incorrectly, but it still tracks. We cannot afford to have a rogue band of heathens terrorizing people. Take up arms in the name of the sacred forest, rogue. Their den lies somewhere below the vantage point. Slay 6 of these Gnarlpine ambushers and report back to me. Okay. Oh, nice. That is a goodly amount of silver, and we desperately need it. So, the other quests we have are largely like dropping stuff off and filling up water containers, and I don't know exactly where those locations are yet, so we'll just figure that out. If it comes up, I will let you guys know. For now, we're going to worry about slaying some Gnarlpine ambushers. And also, on another note, these mounts are so cool. And I used to play Wizard 101 when I was in, like, elementary school, and I remember mounts being the absolute fucking shit. And I don't really know exactly how WoW works, if you have to like buy them or if you can unlock them at some point in your journey, but I would love to have a mount, and I can see why that would immediately be awesome, because I've already spent a good amount of time just running around. I've had that little voice in the back of my head that's like, I wish that we were faster. So at some point, maybe I will also be cool, and we'll have a mount. We'll see. Also, I highly recommend, if you are of age, get a glass of wine, get a beer, join me. It's the end of a long day of dog walks, and I absolutely have a glass set up for me that I have taken a couple sips from already. So if you are, join me, have some fun, see what we can find, see if we can find these Gnarlpine ambushers and give them a piece of our gnarl mind. And I've learned so far in my quest that I seem to be a little bit, it can sometimes take me a minute to find the actual location of something, so bear with me. Absolutely love this bridge. Love the fancy blue. The Egyptians would be absolutely astonished. I'm just gonna like check this dude. Okay, so we are getting into let's try not to die territory. Because they are more of a level than we are. And I just want to see how this shows up on the map. Who are you?
Elune Adore.
Okay, very cool. That makes sense.
Vishnu del Diable.
Vishnu to you too, my friend. So, wondering what your guys' weeks / past couple of days have been like, if there has been any interesting happenings in your experience. I have been really enjoying Spotify's audiobooks. I've went on a little bit of an adventure. I started, after finishing The Alchemist, I started listening to The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it was good, and useful. But I also found it, for certain parts of me, like, kind of more abrasive than I wanted to deal with at this time. Sometimes I'm all for that. Sometimes I'm like, no, I need like a gentler, like, whispering kiss. And yeah, it was not the right time for me to listen to that. So I got like halfway through it and was integrating and like processing a lot of that, and then went, nah, this is gonna be a busy work week. I don't want to stretch my bandwidth emotionally too much. Like, if I'm having a really busy week, and then there's this book that's like, I'm gonna challenge you, I'm like, probably not. Probably not the best time. Okay, let me check and see where we are and the road to Darnassus. Well, we have reached Darnassus. Okay. I guess I need to go back and pay a little more attention to any funny looking creatures we find on our way. I forget that they won't actually attack you on the road like they so will do in Skyrim. I forget that that's kind of a safe space in World of Warcraft, so. But I've mostly seen the birds, so we'll see. So anyways, I started listening to that, and that I thought was really useful, and I'll kind of share what I recall from it that I found like refreshing. As far as the subtle art of giving a fuck is concerned, I really liked how he pointed out, and another thing I've noticed about Spotify audiobooks is that they tend to be voiced by the author themselves, which I think adds an extra dimension to it that is really delightful. Am I gonna have to kill you? Am I gonna have to? Nope. Okay, very good. I want to know how they get these little guys. I want a little guy. It looks, because all of the pets that I've seen so far have been like actual critters that are found in the wild here, and I would love to have one. It might be like a class thing. In fact, I don't know if a roguelike can have a pet. I don't know how kind of much of this works. What are you? Very cool name, and I will stay away from you. Okay, so one of the... Oh, okay, alright. We're going ham meow. One of the things I thought was really good was how the book talks about how we pick our problems, how there are always problems, and how we pick our problems. And the way that we choose to respond to our current problems is going to result in just more problems. The differences, depending on how you respond to your current problems, is going to change what kind of problems you have in the future. And so he really just kind of flipped everything on its head and was like, hey, life is not about avoiding problems. There's always going to be problems. Okay, now we're like in a totally uncharted territory, and so I'm gonna just pro gamer over here. But we always pick our problems, and the way that we, so first of all, like acting, I have so many conflicting feelings about some of the way that he presents things, but what I do like about it is there's always contrast. Oh yeah, we are getting a little messed up here.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Oh no, you're not getting away now. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, we can make a bandage. That is convenient because we are gonna need them. We're probably safe to keep going. Okay. Many conflicting views on things, but anyways, you can see why I stopped listening to this book, is my mind was like, on so many different things. But what I do like, at least in the packaging of it, what I do like is, yes, there's always contrast in life, and that's not something you're ever gonna get away from. And it's not about picking, and Teal Swan said this. I don't know if you are familiar with Teal Swan. Teal Swan is, I think, freaking genius. Divine feminine, like, incarnate on so many different levels. And I adore her. And she talks about how we pick our own contrast. And contrast is like another word for the stuff we don't like. In other words, instead of being like problems or bullshit, a lot of people in the spiritual community basically say contrast. So we pick our own contrast, and it's not about selecting, like, you're not going to find something without contrast. It's about finding something that is worthwhile to you. And the way that the guy who wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck put it was, he was like, find problems that you like to deal with and that you know how to deal with, and select that. So I like that. I agreed with that. I liked that in the book. I also liked how he talked about values and about how a lot of our issues are actually, like, we picked a wrong value or a wrong metric, or like not an ideal value or metric. I'm still not seeing all the funny creatures that I just saw were not what we're looking for, so we're just chatting. But oftentimes our issues are created by, like, choosing a value that isn't immediate, or that isn't something that can be measured in any kind of way, or something that is completely outside of ourselves. So for example, if our value is like, we value most being liked by everyone, well, that takes all of the power right out of our paws, because we don't really have control over that. And if that is what our value is, then we are likely to, first of all, never know who the frick we are to begin with, because we're just going to be doing whatever anybody else wants us to do. And we also run into the problem of not necessarily knowing how to measure that. I think that for most people, looking at just like taking that at face value, someone says, hey, if we just said, hey, my value is being liked by people, most people would be like, that's problematic. But these things kind of sometimes hide under the surface too, so it's worth asking ourselves what our values are. Good values are things that are directly controllable by ourselves, so that's like being honest, or being honest, or being compassionate, or non-violence, or being authentic or true to ourselves. And all good values, he put it, are things that are also constructive to society kind of as a whole. Okay, I am confused now. I am now confused as far as this quest is concerned. Let me check this out again. I didn't get ambushed. I was expecting to get ambushed. Let me see. Do I need to, like, truly go in hunt of them? Like, way off the road? That seems totally besides the point. Like, that doesn't exactly make sense, but... I struggled to find the pine cones too, by the way. This is just a learning curve for me. Learning to find things in WoW is like... I seem to recall that was a big part of, like, just playing WoW in general, kind of is. Hey, what are you? Does it tell me what you are? No? Okay. Well, that's something I hadn't seen before. But values. I liked what the subtle art of not giving a fuck had to say about values. Because basically, choosing your values lets you know what is worth giving a fuck about and what is not worth giving a fuck about. And that... Whoa, are you the thing? Haha! We have found them! We will ambush the ambusher. And just ambushception this shit. Are you ready to fucking die? Oh, you are a bear thing. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and it's level 6, so we are probably not about to die. Very nice. Nice! Thank you for your patience listening to my ramblings, as we have needed some time to find these critters. But the subtle art of not giving a fuck talked a lot about what matters and what doesn't, and was very quick to point out, like, hey, we are all gonna die, so we have a limited amount of fucks to give. I just found the book to be, in some ways, a little more pessimistic than my sweet little flower heart wanted at this time. So, I skittered on over to The Way of the Peacened Warrior, which is a novel, which was exactly what I was looking for. So fucking good. Now, I'm gonna highly recommend that to all viewers. The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. Absolutely wonderful. So it's a novel based on someone's real experience in their life with someone that they call Socrates, but Socrates is a bit of an alias. It's just a guy, and in real life it was actually like a series of different guys that... Is this their hideout? Is that a cave? Yes. A series of different guys that the author met in his life that taught him basically about how to live and secrets of the universe, and taught him about himself. There are so many nuggets of wisdom in that book that are also told in story form, so easily digestible. And I also like that the author is just like very real about about how he was kind of like, in the beginning he's kind of a little shit, and I like that. I like that he's kind of a little shit, and like he's just a college student. Like, okay, I should actually tell you what this book kind of starts out. So there's a college student, and he is also a gymnast, and does the gymnastics, and okay, we have done our quest. We are successful. We are heroes. We have done it. We have conquered the world. Now we must safely navigate our way back. And we have linen cloth bandages too, so let me just see how this works real quick. It's not there. probably a nice spell book. Yes. Let us create the bandages. First time doing this. Very cool. Very cool. Nice. We now have bandages, and I feel like the appropriate thing to do is probably to hotkey it. Let me... I don't know if it can be used in battle, but that can go anywhere. There we go. Nice. Nice. Oh. Throw and pause. We're throw and pause, and we have some assistance. I have to remember to use the eviscerate, otherwise it will never level up. So I must keep practicing. I shall keep practicing the ways of the eviscerations. Okay, so there's this dude. He is going to college. He is a gymnast. He does not have an expanded mind at all. He's kind of just a dude. And he starts having this recurring dream, which is just apparently the theme of the books that I've been reading. I'm realizing now. The recurring dreams just keep happening. And he's having this recurring dream, and there's this dude with white hair in it, and there's also like the Grim Reaper makes an appearance, and he actually becomes the Grim Reaper at one point. And so he's distressed by this dream. He goes out and he's on a walk, and he actually sees the dude with white hair just at this like gas station, and he knows for sure it's this dude. And sure enough, a conversation ensues, and like a miraculous feat happens. Like, the guy is suddenly on the roof. And he's like, what the fuck? Tell me. He's so insistent. It kind of blows my mind. The main character in this book is like, will you tell me, sir, how you got on the roof? And I also think it's really cute that the author pronounces roof as like roof, which I just thought was adorable the whole time. How did you get on the roof, sir? It was very cute. And a relationship forms between student and teacher. And at first, this main character starts off as, incredibly skeptical. He's very sure of himself because he's like going to college, and he's cool, and he's hot shit, and he's a gymnast, and like he can do backflips. And he has no idea, like, all of like reality that he's missing out on, because he's just fed into all of the social structures and things, and he doesn't know that there's anything more with himself, with other people. He's just kind of in his mind a lot. And Socrates is what he named this dude with white hair, teaches him that there's something else going on, that reality is actually much cooler, and that kind of he is much cooler, and that there are different ways to kind of level up your existence, so to speak. Awarenesses and things to practice, taking care of your body, and that there are even like multiple dimensions and parallel universes and all kinds of cool things. And he shows him the way of the warrior, warrior of heart, warrior having a lot to do with love. Alright, you have served the good people of Dolinar and Darnassus well, brave rogue. Oh, well, thank you very much. As a member of the Sentinel force of Teldrassil, I salute your efforts. Fantastic. Oh, so cool. I love their mounts. Awesome. Very awesome. We don't really... Oh my gosh, okay. Is that a druid thing? Being able to have a pet? I know druids can turn into animals. I've played as a druid a little bit. But I feel like I remember playing a class that could have pets, like at one point. I do feel like I remember that. It's very, very cool, something I would love to do in the future. So much wisdom comes out in this book, and it culminates in finally, finally, our main character, which I'm saying because I've like temporarily forgotten. It's Dan. His name is Dan. Dan is the main character's name. Finally, Dan realizes he like has this experience where he, not to give anything away, but I'll just say it realizes oneness with the universe. Fucking finally. He fucking finally gets that that's how everything works, and that like he's not just Dan. Like, he is Dan, but Dan is not like all that he is. And I kind of needed that this week. I needed that reminder from the universe. My relationship with the universe is very like, I mean, I could just say everything, but that's like a cop-out. My relationship with the universe is very loving and very, like, teacher-student romantic in nature. Like, that's kind of how I learn. So a teacher like Socrates would fucking not work for me. Absolutely would not. It would not work. Socrates was like a hard teacher. Like, Socrates did the thing where I'm just running around looking for quests right now, because I know we don't have money enough. There's a dagger I want to buy that's 4 silver, and we are not quite there. Though the professions have opened up, but I did a little research, and apparently for a rogue it's really ideal to have a profession in I want to say engineering, but I don't see that as an option here. Last time I did herbalism,
What
it was
brings you
super
here?
cool. Just double checking. We could give up on our engineering dream,
God is watching
and
you.
honestly I'm kind of okay with that. I really like herbalism and alchemy. I like running around and collecting the herbs, so I would not be too upset if we can't find another quest. That would be okay. Speaking of quests, we have a couple different ones. There's something to deliver. I've discovered Lake Almath. I don't know if there's a way to like open the map up. Yes, there is. Oh my gosh. Cool. Okay, so this is where we started, and now we are here. I'm gonna take it that's the lake, which I would love to set a marker for, but it is southish. But we need to go to Starbreeze Village to fill up our very fancy jade vial. So let's do that first, and we can keep chatting. Yes, we are going in the right direction. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have another sip of wine. But, Socrates is like a fucking asshole in the beginning, so it was really funny going from, the subtle art of not giving a fuck, where I'm kind of like, in my own personal experience, I'm having an issue with, like, the abrasiveness. Okay, this is the criminal who we turned into a frog. And, I don't know, I feel like they did him filthy. I don't know what happened with him and the elves, but I feel like he was probably pushed into a life of crime based on his appearance, and frankly, I like the guy.
Don't touch me!
See? He's lovable. He's lovable, he's perfect, I respect him. Which I guess is kind of an ironic thing to be saying, considering I am pondering my struggles with the abrasiveness of certain teachers and things. I don't know. He's comical. Socrates started off as like just dogging on him. Absolutely dogging on Dan. Like hardcore. Like things that would be, and I think it's an older book, but things that would, you know how, I don't know if you've ever went back and like watched Drake and Josh, and like been like, damn, this is actually kind of like, some of this shit's kind of like fucked and would not fly in today's culture. Oh, there has been a massacre of some description here. All is not well in Starbreeze, if that is in fact, yep, we are in fact in Starbreeze. All is not well, something's going on. Is this? This looks like the place that you go when you die. I don't see water there. Oh, yep, all is not well in Starbreeze. Looks like we need to slay some hoes. And get them. We'll get these XP points. Because I need also to sell things to make monies. But like, Socrates is kind of a... He made Dan's nickname literally Jackass. Like, the constant berating of Dan was just like, as somebody who likes to teach people, I can't fathom. But for every student, there is a different kind of teacher, and I respect it, and that's fine, and I require a gentle heart with deft fingers is the kind of teacher that I personally require. Like, if a teacher were to just call me Jackass, dude, first of all, I don't think I would probably do anything to really, like, warrant it, to be fair, but, like, it would destroy me. Did not destroy Dan, however. In Dan's case, being called Jackass many times in a row just kind of made him go... It made him angry, and then he, like, transmuted that anger into doing better, basically. I admire people that do that. I tend not to as a person. I am a gentle little flower, and I am just like, okay, goodbye. We're looking for, by the way... Oh, never mind. I got the quest mixed up in my head. We are not looking for water. We are looking for someone to drop. We're looking for Denelin. No, no, no. Oh. I got it all mixed up in my head, okay. Okay, I completely got it all mixed up in my head. So never mind. I knew we needed to go to Starbreeze Village. That pinged correctly in my head. I don't think there's anything to track on this one. But this is exactly where we want to be. A troubling breeze flows through the forest. Garrulus, therein, serves as great warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Ban Ethil Barrow Den. His duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety so that their pact with Ysura remains fulfilled. But word from Garrulus is now delayed, and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village and bring back a report from Garrulus so I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely. Okay. So we are hunting for Garrulus. And maybe there's a second floor up here? Yes. Let's see. Oh yes. Oh no. Thank the forest spirits you are here. I knew Athrodus would sense trouble and send help. The Gnarlpine tribe has been corrupted. The once peaceful furbolgs have turned against the protectors of the forest. They ambushed me as I left for the Banithil Barrow Den and proceeded to pillage Starbreeze village. Ursal the Mauler, their chieftain, is using the evil powers of the Fell Moss to drive them mad. I am too wounded to return to Arthrodus to bring him this grave news. The task is left to you, young rogue. We can only hope that the deranged Gnarlpines have not made it to Banithil yet. We're gonna get some money. Oh, yes, we are. We're gonna get that money. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Sorry that you're dying, but oh, yes, I'm gonna go get some money now. I want that dagger, dude. I'm fucking serious about it. I want that dagger. There's also, like, one other piece of armor that I need to exchange. And then I will be completely ascended into new armor weapon territory, which is very exciting indeed. Let's see. We were talking about ways of different teachers. Oh, but my goodness, Socrates is the moment that Dan stopped being a jackass. Which I don't think he was like being, I don't know, definitely by Socrates' standards. Oh, you're going to die now. You fight with the wrong road, my friend. Okie dokes. I'm making my way back up here onto the safety of the path. But anyways, the wisdom of the way of the peaceful warrior has been absolutely delightful to read. And also, in many ways, a very heartwarming story. The connection between student and teacher has been lovely. And many secrets of the universe that I can personally attest to being brought up in that book. It was a nice refresher for me, so the universe bringing that to my experience was very much needed, very much appreciated, and very enjoyed. The Relics of Awakening. Gnarlpine invaders have been ravaging the Banithil Barrow Den to the west. The slumbering druids will be trapped in the Emerald Dream for eternity, unaware of their fate unless we help. The delicate hibernation ritual cannot be broken without the Relics of Awakening. Oh, Relics of Awakening. Journey to the den and retrieve the Ravenclaw Talisman. Blackfeather Quill, Sapphire of the Sky, and Rune of Nesting. The druids store them in sacred chests. Return them to me, and I will prepare the awakening ritual. And we're gonna get 3 whole silvers. Get that money, make that money, get that money, make that money, get that money, make that money. But first, we're gonna spend that money. We're gonna get that money, spend that money, make that money. I once got a,
Greetings. What brings you?
Yes, give it to me. I once got a hoodie. The universe likes to kind of play with me, like, in the fun, innocent way as the universe does. And I'm gonna sell this. There we go. And the other things that we have. We have like a couple different quest items in here that are very annoying to me and I want to get rid of immediately. I haven't used any of these since I have to be seated while I eat them, and health just kind of restores while I'm running around, so maybe I can sell them at some point, but I'm going to hold on to them for
Good
now.
luck, friend.
Okay, cool new pointy thing, and now extra needing money. Let's get this quest. Highlighted. The Banathil Barrow Den to the west. That's probably where we first killed those other dudes. Okay. Okay, this direction. So it does seem to be that cave. Okay, the cave that we went by originally is gonna be where I am putting my money. Let's see. But Socrates is such a delightful character. And I'm not sure, like... There are so many things I could say about it, but it is a novel, and I don't want to give it away, but I also feel like there's a fair spoiler alert that I have already given, so probably free to speak at ease about it. So if you're gonna read the book, fair spoiler alert warning. But Socrates is like, okay. So they talk about oneness with the universe, and they talk about oneness with the universe, and it only happens like at the very end, which, to be fair, Dan definitely was not ready to come across that knowledge at the time. I feel like some people on their path, like, for whatever reason, need to kind of get beat up along the way. Other people don't fucking need that. Oh my, there's quite a lot of them in here. We're gonna draw them out with our awesome abilities. Oh, that was not effective. Good thing they're kind of low level. We still might be in trouble though. I think we're in trouble. I think we need to get out of here. I think we need to get out of here. Oh fuck, it backfired. Oh no. This does not look good. Oh no, that takes a minute. Oh shit, why are potions not a thing in this fucking game? No. Oh, but I am healing. Okay, I can return. I haven't gotten in a lot of, like, dicey situations yet in fights, so this is... Oh, maybe that is all that we needed. All the time we needed. It said channeling, so it did not appear to be done. Maybe that's why our health went up so fast. Okay, still learning. No. This is a very, like, group-worthy kind of quest, it would seem. But I am a rogue, and that is my excuse right now to not figure out how groups work, basically. We'll steal your items. I would really quite like to draw them out, would be great, but they seem to be social animals.
It's too far away.
Bruh, you can't. Is that? Nope, I am a little screwed. I gotta go. I gotta go, no! Is this gonna be my first death in the game? Fuck, I think it might be. Shit. Oh no. The bandage was ineffective! No! Wait a minute, have we outran them? I hope so. Okay, okay. Now we're just gonna wait. It's getting dicey. It's getting dicey. This seems like as good a time for some wine as any. But to cut right to it, okay, so some background information about me. Like, I mentioned that I require a much... I think one of the good things about, like, these recent books is what it's made me think about is it's made me think about how I am with myself and how I need to be with myself also. So, like, room for improvement there. And, like, what my needs are. Thinking about, like, how some people can be abrasive with themselves, and that is fucking crazy to me. I don't understand it, and I think I've tried to understand it, and it just doesn't work for me. I respect it as its own animal. I kind of get it intellectually, but emotionally I don't understand. As a background on me, I have PTSD, so bam, that's probably all you needed to know why I don't do well with abrasive teachers or somebody calling me a jackass a whole lot of times for my quote learning. I'm not going to appreciate that. I'm going to be up in arms about that, and I will throw a pause. There are so many times in the book that I went, like, Socrates would just do, oh no, you fuckers. I thought I got them down to 1. We are skirting death today. That's what we're doing. This is with our upgraded weapon. We might need to,
I need to get closer.
yeah, fucking get closer my ass. We're getting further away. Maduck, please help me. I need assistance. Let me bandage, please, fuck God. So useless in battle. So fucking useless.
I'm out of range.
Oh, well, there we go. Is it even in here? Yes, this is the hollow, allegedly. Nope. Okay.
I don't have any energy.
Okay, we're gonna survive this one. Very good. Oh. Not even dropping any... Oh, no! There is not even shit in here! Fuck you guys! I am going home. No! We're out of stamina, no! Not a fucking loud. Get me the fuck out of here. I don't like this. Oh, no. Sorry, I get intense when I'm about to die in a game in which I'm emotionally invested. So now we wait. Now we wait for our health to return. I also just feel like as a professional teacher, like dog trainer, medicine goes down better when it tastes sweet. It's still medicine. Like, some things are going to kind of be bitter, no matter how bitter to one extent or another. So I feel like we don't need to deliver that with, like, a baseball bat. We can deliver that with, like, a snuggle. And I feel like for most people and most, like, living fucking creatures, that's the way to do it. Granted, if you have a certain amount of, like, conditioning, then maybe other routes are necessary. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna check this quest again because I did not see anything in there whatsoever. Sacred chests. Return them to me and I will prepare. My brain just went, am I stupid? Am I missing something right now? It is not uncommon in my learning process to I'm cheating if you're inclined to think of things that way. I don't even know that Google search is actually going to help me in this. A lot of times I'll Google search something for WoW and it's like, figure it out, homie, and I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see. That is the den, right? That is the den, right? Benethil Barrow Den. We're gonna try one more time and promptly probably run away. No, this is the hollow. This is not the den. Wrong location. Goodbye. Sorry. No Girl Scout cookies for you guys. Wrong address. Whoops. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, we do know it's in the west, which is this general direction, so maybe this is it? This is south now, but these are still the same guys, and this looks more like a place we'd find a sacred chest of some description. So, and that's a defender.
I need to get closer. Not enough energy.
I like to run because we are super cool. They sense our spiritual pressure and they need to get away. Let's see. What have we got going on in here? Okay, so we were not so far away. Okay. This place is immediately cool. I like this location. But I would love to hear about you guys' relationship with the universe, philosophical thoughts and ideas about reality and life, and kind of what's going on in your experience. Love the mushrooms. Absolutely dig the mushrooms. Oh no, we have to kill a shaman.
Not enough energy.
Well, they know how the game works, so they know what's up.
Not enough energy.
It just be like that
I
sometimes.
don't have energy.
You may not escape! Absolutely not.
I need to target.
Till death do us part, motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, come over here. No! Don't bring your buddy. I don't like it. It's my like
Energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Okay. I'm assessing whether or not I'm going to flee. It's not looking... Okay, it's looking reasonable right now. That didn't do that. Get back here. Yeah. Close fight, but we did win. Nice. And we're gonna wait for our health to be recharged. Yeah, but, like, basically, Socrates kind of, like, kills Dan there at the end. And, It's there are so fucking many moments in the book where like Socrates is like, oh cool, what's this? Socrates is like, you know, teaching him all this stuff, but then at the same time there's like Dan's self-respect is like not considered, or like oh no, there's 3 of them. I don't, go away, no, goodbye, no. That's right, chase me. Yeah. Now you're DED dead.
I don't have enough energy.
No. You may not escape. Very good. Can we draw them out? Is it possible? Run away! Ha. Okay, well we've drawn them both out. That works. We can handle this.
I don't have
You will not escape, brethren. It's a great strategy, actually. I think we're gonna win this fight. But there's a... Did he just heal himself, this little bitch? No way. There's no healing allowed. Absolutely not. Okay, now I'm gonna go retrieve their chests. I like this rock. It glows. It has lights. There's 2 lights. I like it. Yeah, Socrates does all kinds of like honestly kind of shady shit. Or like spooks him, or some of those kind of like intense practices. And one of them was, okay, so there at the end, he's like, they meet up after kind of like a whole lifetime, like 8 years, and Socrates just like fucking shows up, and they go on this hike together up into this cave mountain, and all of Dan's instincts are screaming, danger! There is danger here. Danger is happening. Danger is happening. And one of the first things that Socrates fucking teaches Dan is to like listen to his body and like body awareness and things. And I'm like, well, you fucked it, because now you're listening to this dude instead of listening to your own body. And if I was a teacher, one of the first fucking... He did just heal. Absolutely not. No, that is not allowed.
Out of range.
Okay. I can't heal. You don't get to heal either. No. Get out of here. Oh, no. I will be fully healed before I engage you. Good sir. But that's the first thing I would teach somebody. As I would be like, hey, body awareness, your body is one with the universe. And then I would be like, yeah, don't listen to anything over your body. Period. Not even me. Not even fucking me. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You slime. You did the bad thing. You did the thing that I will not permit you to do. You better Better run. Better run. I'm gonna take care of your friend here. Oh, you're dead now.
Enough energy.
Yeah, now you're dead. Yeah. Apparently running around is a reasonable strat for like, getting health, which I might need to do, like right now. No, do not hit me with your stick. Unacceptable behavior. Bad bear. Oh, shit. We do not have options. Please heal. Please heal. Oh god, it's not working. I guess we don't heal while we're in battle, which is some real bullshit. Oh, now we're fucked. Okay, I think we're gonna have our first death because this is not about to go well. We don't have any other option. Oh, our option is up and out, and frankly, I'm impressed already that we've survived this far. But okay, this is our option. This is first death. Well, it happens. We are a ghost. Good news is we are 50% faster because we are Night Elf. It says something about an icon. I don't know where I am. Oh, okay. Now I know where I am. Okay. Anyways, Socrates basically kills Dan. And Dan, like, experiences his, like, death and his, like, skull being fucking crushed and like all kinds of gruesome details of his experience, and including Socrates very unceremoniously like chucking him down a hole, basically down like a hole in a cave, and then he watches his body decay and he realizes that he is not his body. As much as his body is awesome and cool, he realizes that he is not his body and that he is in fact everything. And bam! Oneness with the universe achieved. And he is somewhat disappointed to find himself back in his mortal form when he wakes up, because I guess it was all vision. Because apparently Socrates can just incite visions in Dan whenever the fuck he pleases. Another fascinating thing about it was that Socrates, I'm a orb of light, bro. I should be allowed to get up there. Well, shit, we're gonna go around. I don't like that. I don't know how to get over here quickly, at least. That's gonna be a long way. Go this way. Yeah, apparently Socrates can just incite visions in Dan kind of whenever he wants, basically. And this was one of those visions. And now, so, like, Dan had been taking everything way too seriously, like, all of life way too seriously, and didn't understand why Socrates was kind of not upset by anything, including, like, the death of a previous student, and, like, the student's business burning to the ground. And I can relate a lot with that, personally. Like, when you have had that experience where you're like, oh, I'm everything. Shit kinda just doesn't matter like that. Not necessarily because you're everything, just because, like, the nature of you as the universe is, like, everything is change, and what matters is your experience and, of course, the experience of the people around you, but it doesn't do anybody any good to, like, just, like, obviously be there for someone when they need you. That's a different thing, but to just be like, oh, this was a bad thing, now I'm gonna just, like, go on and on about how horribly bad it was. You know, there's a space for grief. He talks about letting your emotions flow and then letting your emotions go. Lots of wisdom in this book. Like, not resisting your emotions. Like, fully surrendering to your emotions. Yep, we're starting off hot over here, and not with full health. This is bullshit. This is bullshit! No! This sucks so bad. Okay. No. Goodbye. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. We are deep in enemy territory. This is not. Yep, we're dead again. Okay. This is gonna take a minute, guys. This is definitely about to take a minute. Anyways, realizes that he's one with the universe and the nature of the universe and therefore the nature of himself, and all of a sudden everything is funny. All of a sudden his own death was funny. Like, I've experienced this personally. Like, all of those things just become kind of hysterical when you realize who you actually are. And I rarely find any literature or any person, frankly, that I can talk to and kind of, like, share that experience with. Because it's a little rare. But he got to just have the biggest laugh. Like, somebody who knows that they are actually the universe, like, knows, not just, like, intellectually, but, like, knows that they are a part of the universe, like, that they are the universe, and the person they are being right now is a part of the universe. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Let me see what I can. You could look into someone's eyes and just, like, you know that each other knows, and then shit's just really funny. And they have this moment where student and teacher kind of, like, look at each other and they realize, and they just laugh hysterically, and I thought that was the most beautiful thing. It's all the wisdom of, like, the whole book. Okay, we have an option. When we come back, do we come back at half health? Why do they make it half health? That just sucks, okay? That just sucks. And goodbye, and do not attack me, spider, or I will kill you, and it will not be pretty. Okay, now we're healing. Bringing me back at half health is some bullshit. I'm gonna need, like, a group to do this, and I don't know how to do groups yet. I didn't use groups when I was in, like, middle school figuring this out, so you know I just rode the struggle bus, but I'm probably about to figure out how to do a group. So, I'm sure the time for our video is up, but in conclusion, definitely check out The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. It is definitely worth reading. It is full of wisdom. It is definitely a novel. It is a very fascinating book, especially since the lessons themselves are based on someone's real life experience. And there's a lot in there that I think everybody can relate to on one level or another. And if you are so inclined, I highly recommend checking it out. That has been my vibe here recently, other than Beastars Season 3 just having dropped. That frickin' rocks, and I have very much been enjoying that. But until next time, thank you and goodbye.